Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Carolyn Perry. I'm an intuitive reader, read the cards, do some channeling, and a past life regression healer. Um, so I'm glad to have you here. I'm just going to do the reading this week from June 15th to the 22nd. July. July. Oh my gosh. It's July 15th to the July 22nd. Um, Time just going, right? It's crazy. It does feel like it was June just a minute ago. Okay, so let's see what is up for this week. Uh it certainly feels like last week was a little bit less of that energy that we got from the solstice and a little bit calmer, a bit of a calmer week, more of an assimilation and dropping in. Again, my guidance for myself and for you is just to try to enjoy the moments. Drop in as much as you can to whatever is good and happy and loving in your life. And that's what helps to raise the vibration for everyone involved. Us, people around us, the world. So that's the best way to do healing in general. So, how hard is that? Just have fun. um, okay. So, I'm going to just show the cards like I did last time, and then I'll give the reading because it's not always along the lines of the traditional reading of the cards because it's just kind of pops for me. So, the first card that we have is the Eight of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Devil, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So, kind of a mixed bag this next week. A little bit of shadow and movement at the same time. So, I'm just sensing into this. Feels like there's a few different levels here. So, I'm going to kind of read it for the different scenarios that I feel. Um, excuse me. I've had this cough for the last few weeks. It's just this dry cough. I don't know what's going on with it, but forgive me. Communication, right? Communication. That's the first card, the Eight of Wands. Fast moving communication. Speaking your truth or having someone show up that speaks their truth. But it's also, I read the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, sorry, the Eight of Wands as an opportunity that comes along that is very fast moving and it's a new opportunity. So that's why I feel like there's two different ways this could be read. I do feel like it has to do either with relationship or new job opportunity, or maybe a little bit of both. Um, so this is like, to me, I read this card as like being swept off your feet. Like something comes in, it moves very pretty quickly, and you find yourself in a kind of different place in a few months' time. So something shifts really quickly in your life. I feel like it's something that you've been calling in. So this is a week of opportunities and movement and some decisions being made and clarity coming in about where you want to be going, what you want to be doing. Um, I do feel like there might be some work to be some deeper shadow work to do around what it is that you fear about making that move. What is it that gets in your way or has gotten in your way? Why aren't you there yet? So like some old stuff getting triggered, but it comes as a result of this new opportunity that's coming in, as a result of this movement that's happening. There's some maybe some different ways of looking at things that you have been kind of deceiving yourself about. You haven't been completely embracing what's true about you, and the fear and the resistance that gets in the way. It does feel to me like this is more of a dropping into who you truly are. Whatever this opportunity is, it allows you to be more of who you are and to offer more of that in the world. And so there's this part that's still needing to be healed for the part that's been kind of stuck in seeing yourself as less than, or holding yourself back somehow, or not completely seeing yourself as worthy of whatever this opportunity is. So it feels like you are being gifted and not in and actually have called to you this new way of being, and there's still some healing around. So what part of you feels like you might not deserve that, or you're not ready for that, or you can't handle that, or whatever it is? So I think there's some work to do around what shows up this week and what part of you feels resistance to that. Um, and I do think that this can be a new, very positive, very good, um, lucrative, moving opportunity as far as, with the work and finances and things happening very, very well with that. But it also, if this is a divine feminine looking for someone, it could be a new opportunity within relationship with, someone who is showing up and is pretty grounded and supportive and kind of has their own thing going on in the world and knows how to make things happen in the world, but also can be a source of support or guidance for you in that way too. So yeah, so there does seem to be that there is this energy of new opportunities with especially for because there's two kings now. I pulled a couple more cards. So we got the Three of Pentacles and then the King of Cups. So there's a couple kings here. So it seems like there's some new opportunity for those who are wanting it, divine feminines that are wanting it. There might be some new opportunity with of some choices around relationship and what might be able to unfold in that direction too. But again, the Three of Pentacles is mind, body, spirit, things working out, things coming together. Three of Wands, your ship coming in. So this is, I feel like each week it's what I've described as almost like a slow boil. Like there's a little bit more movement toward where we're wanting to be, what we're calling in, what it is that we have wanted for ourselves, and there's some healing that's unfolding in the process of getting toward that. So it feels like a good week. It feels like there might be some, a little bit deeper inner work to do. But it's a movement toward, I feel like there's more clarity, there's more unfoldment toward what it is that you've been calling toward you. So I thought I would pull from this is a new deck, very, very new deck, the Avalonian Oracle deck by Sheena Talindru. Talindru. Um, So I have not used this deck very much. But I thought we'd do some magic around the Avalon and the priestesses and the dragons. I want to pull one of the dragon cards too, just to kind of feels like there's some magic in the air right this week. And I know there's a lot going on in the world that doesn't feel so magical, but I feel like if each of you can just kind of take the time to drop into what's really going on around you, I feel like you're going to find that there is some magic going on, that there are some moments of really finding your joy, and that is magical. So the more that we can drop into that, the more that we can call that in, the more that's what we experience. So for this week in this deck, retrieving the sword. And again, I'm just going to read from the book because I do not know this deck. And I'm just needing to look up where retrieving the sword is. Ooh, it's warm here today. It's very, very warm here today. And I know a lot of people really struggle with the really, really warm, but I love it. I come to the life in the warmth. So it's like feels good to me. So I have I do therapy sessions and different kind of work, and of course I have an office that I use. So I have a air conditioner on for the people who are coming here, because for them, if they had to be in my house the way I like it, they would not want to be here. But right now I don't have clients. I'm just doing this. So I'm sitting outside in the heat, in the hot, and I'm just happy. All right, so retrieving the sword for the week. The end result of any struggle is the revelation of truth, both the underlying truth about a situation and, most importantly, the recognition of a truth about yourself. Emotional attachments to outcomes can cloud the vision. Strive to assess your choices with clarity, using the facts at hand to keep focus on the heart of the situation. Everything you need to meet the challenge at hand is right there, below the surface, waiting for you to put them to the task. Trust in your inner wisdom and do not fear to take the unknown path. The challenges of the past have prepared you for this journey, and only through the conquering of your fears could the way have been made open to you. Work in partnership with the higher self and fix the vision of what it means to be sovereign firmly in your mind. That all the roadmap, that's all the roadmap that you need. So I do think that this is more about that, having this opportunity and facing whatever fear, whatever challenge, whatever resistance comes up. And then just really falling into knowing your connection to your higher self and following that as your guidance to make whatever decision it is around this opportunity or whatever it is that's showing itself. And so let's just, the last deck that I wanted to pull from is the Dragon Wisdom deck. Christine Arana Fader. It's beautiful. I love my dragons, but it is a beautiful deck. Oh, for me, the dragons are just so magical. I love working with the dragons. I love feeling my dragon, love calling him in. So if you haven't done that, if you haven't like had a meditation where you meet your dragon and you really connect with that. And I think I did a meditation a while back on this page that was a dragon meditation, but just meeting with your dragon, calling that in, seeing who they are and allowing them to guide you. There's such a power in that. There's so much energy that the dragons bring in. They're a mover and a shaker, and that feels like a sense of what's going on this week is that there's some movement that's happening. There's some movement towards something that you've been really wanting, and there's some, this is about getting more clear. The other card was too, the sword card was retrieving the sword card was about clarity too, right? Finding your clarity, finding your way through the fear. So this card that we pulled, the purple dragon, the dragon that I see is purple, that comes to me. He's kind of an air, he kind of goes between purple and like a green shimmery thing. So it's yeah, it's beautiful. Anyway, my dragon's got a purple energy to him, so kind of cool. Anyway, the card is prayer. The violet amethyst dragon would like you to become familiar with your true spiritual side. It wants to guide you toward belief. Call this incredible, beautiful dragon to you. Visualize it in front of you, radiating deep calm and perfect balance. Sit down and meditate with it. Be aware of the exact moment between breathing in and breathing out. The amethyst dragon would like to remind you that there's a great power in prayer, and we ask you to pray. Choose to whom you pray from the many choices available: your guardian angel, God, Buddha, an ascended master such as Jesus, his mother Mary. Jesus once said, "And whatever things you might ask in prayer, believing you will receive." And I do think that some of this week is around that, like things you've been asking for, things you've been calling to you are presenting themselves now. Begin your prayer asking for blessing so that you can become a blessing for all beings. Feel the deep peace inherent in prayer. Think of a topic that concerns you or for which you would like to pray and formulate a prayer. Recite it 3 times a day for 7 consecutive days, always at the same time each day. After each prayer, perform a brief exercise. Breathe in the light from the divine source via your crown chakra and breathe it out through your heart. As you breathe out, let this light envelop your prayer. Now breathe the light back in through your heart and out through your root chakra, deep into the earth. Thank the violet dragon, sending a golden thank you from the bottom of your heart. It has reminded you of something very valuable. So again, this is just a little ritual that you can do in order to continue to call in and be aligned with what it is that you're wanting. Um, and I think that that's again what we're moving toward this week. But I also think that my initial saying, talking about the dragon and how powerful it is to connect with the energy, and then the card is asking you to sit with the dragon and connect with the energy. I don't think that's a coincidence. So I would suggest or encourage you maybe to look back at the meditation that I have on the dragon meditation and just kind of sit with that. Sit with that, or do the meditation, or do both, the meditation that they did around the prayer and calling in what you want. And I do love this suggestion that they gave around saying the prayer 3 times throughout the day. It's mostly just really, if you are centering back into what it is that you're calling in on a regular basis, it helps to bring that to you. And I think that is really where you're moving towards this week. So similar messages seems to be that each week we have kind of this message of movement and clarity and getting closer to what we're calling in. Again, I do think it's like an unfoldment that's happening, that we are moving closer to what it is we're calling in, that there is something that's been happening to get us closer and closer to that. I think that's going to start to speed up, and I think you're going to see that there are more opportunities unfolding for that to really come to fruition. At least some opportunities this week. That's what it looks like. All right. So I hope you have a wonderful week. It is still, again, my intention or goal, or what I would like to do is to get more stuff on the YouTube channel. So hopefully I'll have a few more videos this week. And if you're interested in having a reading with me, please, check out the link down below to my email. Send me an email if you're interested in just knowing about past life healing or wanting to make a session or just anything like that. Just send me an email. Let me know what you're thinking. Please subscribe if you haven't, if you like what you see. And I just do at least a weekly video on the update for the week, and hopefully we'll be doing more. And if you like the video or you like the information, please give me a like. It always helps me to get going here. I'm just trying to get going. All right. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate your feedback. Send me a comment if you'd like. And I will definitely see you next week, if not sooner. Thank you. Take care.